So obviously, this isn't your first trip to the UK, been a few times, and you seem to find it quite special. I mean, what do you find different about UK climbing, or what do you love about it?
So I think it's like important to like distinguish between tread climbing and sport climbing.
Yeah.
I think tread climbing is quite special because there's lots of cracks, which in any other country would have been bolted.
Okay, you think they would?
But
yeah,
there's
okay,
still like the tradition, is like crystal clear. Like you don't
Yeah.
bolt on the grid.
You just
You
don't.
don't bolt on different stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice, and I wouldn't really change it at all that you have this strict tradition.
Brilliant.
And
Well, I was going to say, if you think about like some of these routes that are really, amazing traditional routes, if they were bolted routes, they probably wouldn't be very special.
exactly. For myself, I'm maybe not that interested in like the hard grid route because I
Yeah.
feel like they're objectively way too dangerous.
Yeah, it's very condition dependent as well, isn't it? It's got to be like just
Yes, but
right and on off.
And I think my perception of danger is like if it's really, really run out, but it's still like you probably get away
Yeah.
quite well. For me, that doesn't feel dangerous, no matter how long fall you're facing.
Okay.
Whereas like on the grid, maybe you're not that far from the ground, but like any fall will probably have like a bad consequences.
Pretty consequences, yeah.
And it's kind of also like when I'm dealing with the fear and the danger, especially when I feel good about climbing,
Yeah.
it's just easy to forget or maybe not be really conscious about consequences.
About the falls.
And I just go because I feel like I feel immortal.
You're going to do it, yeah.
And I'm not gonna fall. I just really need to step back and like really question myself if it's worth it or not.
Yeah. How would you describe yourself as a climber? Because I've been thinking recently about this. Like, obviously, everyone thinks you're a sport climber. I just see it, you're just a climber, right? And sport happens to be what's closest to you. Like, as soon as it's trad or bouldering, you love
I think
it just
sport
as much?
is sport climbing is something which is like the most fun in the long term.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's mostly like all the hassle around is just reduced to the minimum.
Yeah.
And all you do is basically climbing.
Crack on.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy it.
All the other styles is like you do a lot or a little bit of hassle around, including bouldering.
Yeah, I find bouldering quite a faffy. I sometimes find like, trad climbing, I get the most done because it's usually quite easy. So obviously we think we've got quite a unique scene here, but how would you describe UK climbing scene to UK climbing to
Climbing
people?
scene or climbing?
Well, a bit of both. What's it like here?
Based on my
UK?
experience, it doesn't rain as much as I thought.
Yeah, well, this is pretty, but it's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah. Whenever you come, obviously.
First time I went to Malum, everybody's, you are so lucky, it's so dry. Second time I came to Malum, you are so lucky, everything is dry.
Just go on holiday when you go on holiday, basically. Yeah. Right. And what do you think of the climb? How would you describe the climbing and the areas to someone who's not been before?
I think every climbing place is quite different. You have a nice diversity.
Yeah, I definitely think that's kind of cool.
Okay, you might not have the world's best climbing, but I think in diversity, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, if you live in Spain, you think like, okay, you have the best limestone climbing in the world, but
that's
more
what
or
we got,
less, it's pretty similar.
Yeah. It was really cool today to think we're down at, a sport crag on the limestone and literally 3 or 4 minutes, 5 minutes drive away, we're on the gritstone, and it's like completely different. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I like that.
And then the sea cliffs and everything else, cool, yeah. And the scene, you think is a good scene here? You seem to know quite a lot of people already.
Yeah. But I think, the more kind of strange climbing and the rain kind of defines the characters of the climbers,
They're all a little bit mad.
If you're motivated to like leave the modern gym, because I imagine it's kind of everywhere
there's a
in
lot
the world the same.
Sheffield,
Like more and more
so
climbers just climbing in the gym.
Yeah.
But I think if you live in UK and you climb outside, it's like you have to be a bit of a freak.
Good.
And I think if you live in Spain and you climb outside, maybe you're not so much of a freak in a positive
it's quite
way.
nice. Yeah, the amount of times I've been on a Raven tour in the pouring rain going, what are we doing? Why are we here? Yeah. But, it's cool, isn't it? If you say you would be.
Yes, so I think ultimately if like the people you meet at the tour will be probably...
There's some characters there today, wasn't there? It was great. Turning up at 9 o'clock and no parking.
It's going to be characters you'll be happy to meet again.
Yeah, definitely. So you've been to UK a few times, as we keep saying. What's been your favourite area or route so far?
Route so far, I think it's going to happen yet.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure
okay, yeah, no giveaways, yeah. Maybe tomorrow.
I expect that the route that I will climb tomorrow will be my favorite.
Okay, good. Yeah, excellent. Yeah. Hopefully that goes well. Yeah. But so far then, what have you done so far that's really stood out? And what?
Then I think what I've done so far, it will actually be rather sport climbing at Mellon.
Yeah, you did really enjoy that, didn't you? I mean, everyone does say that was.
I mean, Rain Shadow, Overshadow, Zuluk,
Yeah.
The Groove are just mind-blowingly good routes.
Brilliant.
And I think every single sport climb that I did in England is very much the opposite of like a crimp ladder or
Right.
or pocket ladder.
Yeah.
So I really like in Raventor, Malham and Kilnsea, it's mostly about side pulls and undercuts. And I really like that because I think like when it comes to climbing on limestone, this is like the climbing style which is the most complex.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. You don't.
You can't get away with just power.
On-sighting on peak limestone or Malham, impossible. Yeah.
And then obviously for bouldering, that was the ace.
Yeah. Well, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. It was great having Jerry there as well in the background. He was very excited about that.
But I mean, Careless Torque.
Yeah.
That's even better boulder.
Yeah. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that bit.
Just like 20 minutes later.
Amazing.
After the ace.
Yeah.
I really wanted to flash it, but I actually fell a few times on the start.
A few people have found that harder than they think.
Incredible performance by the big Ron.
By Ron, yeah. He comes in here regularly. He comes in like nearly every day. He's such a nice guy as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there are many incredible boulders on the grid, but some of them are just on the top of
look pretty amazing, don't they? Yeah.
I think Careless Torque back in the day when Ron did it was like one of the hardest boulders in the world.
Oh, it's got to be.
And
no pads.
And it's scary without pads.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Not to be taken away is a little bit overrated.
Ooh. Oh, did you hear that? Okay, yeah. Why? The polish? Just too easy.
It's not that interesting in the under movement.
Brilliant.
It's more of a. It's not a ladder. It's just like.
Yeah. I think it's just cool going up that high, isn't it? Yeah. Oh dear, we were getting on so well as well. Oh, anyway, so it's been brilliant. Thank you, Adam. We've got to talk to you in the cafe now, so we better go. But it's been really fun. Massive thanks to Mahmood for sorting all this out.
Thanks.
And good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Well, thanks very much.